I'm too raw for TV. Blog Talk Radio / too raw for TV, man. I'm too raw for TV.
If you hear my voice, then you're part of the revolution. Welcome to the new world. I'm your host, the Ratchet Revolutionary, Palmetto Star. Hit me up on Twitter, on Elon Musk Toy, whatever you want to call it. I'm on Black Twitter. I call it Black Twitter. That's where I'm at. Hit me up there at 2 Raw for TV Radio. That's the number 2. RAW, the number 4. TV Radio. Oh, tonight we're on Demon Time, y'all. We're on Demon Time. Well, we're on another time. You got to readjust for this. You know, you got to set your clocks backwards for this. You may not even want to look at a clock right now because we're talking about HEIST hour, taking back stolen time, how to take back stolen time. So that's what we're talking about tonight. We're talking about, it says that one thing that you can never get back is time. And that was true until now. With the violent introduction of the Gregorian calendar, indigenous people were ripped from their sundials, lunar cycles, and water clocks, trapped in demon time that stole their power. Now we're heisting it back. No more shortchanged Black History Month. No more colored people's time. No more running late. This is our time. Tonight on 2 Raw for TV, join us for a 3-part series of America is Cooked. We're also going to be talking to Supremes. You guys hit them up right now on Twitter, on Instagram at BARRIONKENYADA6. That's Barry and Kenyatta. And tonight we're going to reveal his revolutionary app, 13-month calendar, alternative clock. It's smashing all the Gregorian lies apart. And tonight we're going to expose those oppressive roots. Get the app now, 2 Raw for TV app. Get the app, and you can see this live. Also call in 470-572-7678. We're going in tonight, and we're going to take back what's ours. Our heist, how to get back stolen time. So we're going to talk about what this is even about right now, and that is the Gregorian calendar that people were forced into by knife, by gun, by sword, by conquistadors, by Columbus, by the Catholic Church. They were forced into Gregorian time and got out the original time. And so we're going to go into that and see what Gregorian time is. You guys get the app 2 Raw for TV right now.
Peace.
Did not take place.
The calendar you're used to hasn't been around forever. For example, people in 5 BC
Science, here to tell you why absolutely nothing happened from October 5th to October 14th, 1582. The days simply did not take place.
The calendar you're used to hasn't been around forever. For example, people in 5 BCE weren't standing around wondering, who's this Christ bloke we're all counting down towards?
Calendars have changed for political reasons, as well as to better reflect our understanding of the year. Though the Julian calendar had functioned perfectly well as calendars go, there was a problem calculating the date of Easter, which the Council of Nicaea in 325 CE had decided should fall on the first Sunday following the first full moon after the vernal equinox. A few centuries later, it was noticed that the vernal equinox date, set by the Council, March 21st, had drifted away from the actual vernal equinox.
In order to try and link the calendar up to the solar year, the time it takes for the Earth to revolve around the Sun, the Julian calendar had a leap year every 4 years, in which an extra day was added. The problem was that since the actual solar year is 365.24 days, the Julian calendar quickly, and by quickly I mean incredibly slowly, gains a day every 314 years.
To account for the movement of the equinox and the solstice, it was decided that the world should simply skip days when the Gregorian calendar was introduced. October was chosen by the Church to avoid events in the Christian calendar, and after the feast of St. Francis of Assisi, on October 4th, the switch to the Gregorian calendar took place, shooting everybody forwards to October 15th instantly.
This didn't only mess with a lot of dinner plans for October 5th through the 14th, the Pope had goofed up, shifting the date by 10 days when it should have been 13. For a time, God knows how long, it must have been a pain to schedule anything internationally, as many countries stuck it out with the Julian, and the calendars continued to drift apart.
Later adopters of the Gregorian calendar, the UK, US and Canada, which switched in 1752, had to skip more days, with Turkey losing 13 days across 1926 and 1927.
Yeah, so we're going in, and we have the one and only Supreme. He is the creator of technology, and we're going to learn about all of that, the 13th month calendar, alternative time, plus so much more. So, Supreme, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Oh yeah, man. Supreme. I'm who I am and what I am. Only one. You know what I mean? Everybody is one to themselves. You know what I mean? One thing I do is do my homework on you, sir. Learn you before something that's not important to you. You got to have knowledge of self, knowing of self, and oneself. When you have knowledge of self, you have to acknowledge who you are. When you have knowing of self, you got to know who you are. When you have oneself, there's only one you. Nobody can't be you but you. The only thing that come through is your children.
Okay. That's real. That's real.
That's the formula of the blueprint. The blueprint comes out of you. I always remember what an LLC stands for. Your kids are your legacy, what makes you a legend for your company.
Legacy, legend, company. I like that, man.
Yeah.
You coming up. You got all of the words, man. You got all of them. I'm trying to tell you. We and him had a discussion prior to the show, and that's why I even wanted to put him on to Raw for TV, because I seen the revolutionary stuff that's happening. See, a lot of people don't know that we have some cutting edge technology happening in Atlanta, aka Atlantis, Black Atlantis. You guys, we got some cutting edge technology that's already coming out here. And this brother, Supreme, is one of the pioneers of that legendary technology that's getting us off of this time. And when we get off the time, we shift so differently. A lot of people wonder why Black people are, traditionally late to places. And it's because we're not on the right time, y'all. We don't operate the same way. We're not on the same time frame that we were put into. So we're in this imaginary jail cell of sorts, where we're always this time is up to 12 midnight, and then it turns back around to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's only 12. No, that's not how it's supposed to go. Yeah, that's not how it's supposed to go. You're not supposed to work all these hours a day. You're not supposed to do all these things, eat 3 meals a day. All this stuff that they put on you, and it's all based on time. So what is the power of us getting back into our own time, Supreme? Now, hold up. Before you go into that, just to let you know, this is going to be too much for Instagram, too much for Facebook, too much for Twitter, all the social medias that we're on. So we're only going to be on the social medias for the next couple minutes, because you already know we're talking about something that's going to change your life in real time, right now, in real time. Speaking about real time, we're gonna be in real time changing your life, and you think Instagram's gonna let it just go on the live? Are you serious? So you got to go to tworawovertv.tv at 11:15. That's when we're gonna shout out the live stream. Get the app right now, to Raw for TV, on your iPhone, your iPad, and get the beta version on tworawovertv.tv for your for your Google phones, for your Androids. If you're Android users like me, you get the beta version on TwoRoverTV.tv. But why is changing and going to our indigenous time so important, Supreme?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. First thing, you got to change time to have a real movement. Can't be in the same mood with the powers that be. So you got to part the sea like Moses. Let them have the 24 hours that Benjamin Banneker had. What they took 3/4 and gave us crumbs with 25% of it. Everything we invent, they take and then give us crumbs. So by changing time, I said I'm gonna make an app and a website and let my Black 9 Melon culture family come this way with the 36 hours. Let them have the 24 hours. We don't need you no more. That's how you depart the sea, like Moses.
Hold on. I want to ask the people on Instagram. I want to ask the people, Black Atlantis. Big time shout out to Black Atlantis. Yay, we're in Atlantis. We're bringing that whole thing back. I got to holler at you, by the way. So I'm going to holler at you. But hey, I want everybody, what could you do in 36 hours? If you got a 36-hour day, what's the first thing you're going to do? Put it on the comments on Two Rover TV. Hit it on my Instagram. What's the first thing you are going to do with a 36-hour day? But remember, the days are 24 hours. Now it's 36 hours. 36 hours. What could you do in a 36-hour day? What's the first thing you'd be doing? Now you got a longer day.
Well, I'm
Let
gonna
me
tell
know
you
on
this.
Instagram. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, we're going in tonight. We got Supreme. And he is the creator of Penology. You guys tap in. He has an app that's changing the planet. All right. So on Instagram, and hey, Dre, let me know on the site. Well, I actually could look on the site as well. See what people are saying. But Black Atlantis on Instagram says that's more time to hustle. 36 hours, way more time to hustle. Meditate more, read more, study more, Black supremacy more. Absolutely. Yep. Getting it all in. So yeah. So you can do a lot. 36 hours. Well, now I wanna know where you came up with these concepts and all that stuff like that. But we're talking about the time, Gregorian time. How much damage do you think that's done to
Oh, it's
Black
already
people,
that.
and can we recover from that,
Of
the
course.
Gregorian calendar, in your
Of course.
opinion?
Of course.
Of course.
Because
Yep.
my time, let me tell you this. See, when you invent something, that's your design. 24 hours was a design for us to be in man, to make it in man's law. Time is the biggest organizer on earth, and the calendar is the biggest schedule on earth. And you got to learn how to put that together. And when you put that together, then you got everybody's attention. When you have everybody's attention, then you got a law that people have to follow. The man's law, of course, what we follow now. And that's how they got us. That's how they got us in check. They've been having us in check for a long time. See, time is a big spell. You know what I mean? It put us under a spell to keep us in order. You know what I mean? See, my key, I'm gonna tell you this. Instead of the 12 up top, it's an 18 up top. It takes 90 seconds and 90 minutes. Makes you have a day and a half longer time. And then instead of 7 days a week, be 9 days a week. What you have, you got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, middle day, and whole day. So if it's whole day, then it's Sunday. You understand? It's just 2 days ahead of time. Just key. And if you go 13 times 45, that's 585 days in my year in the new calendar. It's 45 days in each one. So
Okay.
I give you more time, more sleep, more organizational skills.
Hey, that
And
sounds like a day to me. Supreme. And we're going over the app right now, so you gotta see it on TwoRoverTV.tv. Get the app TwoRoverTV on your iPhone, iPad, device, and get the beta version for your Android. If you're an Android user like me, go ahead and get the beta version on TwoRoverTV.tv. But we're going in tonight with Supreme, our heist, how to get back stolen to talk about that in every last single capacity that you could think of. How we're getting our stolen time back. We're talking about reparations, y'all, time reparations. But you're not going to see this on Twitter. You're not going to see this on Facebook. You're not going to see this on Instagram. You're not going to see this on Twitch. You're not going to see this anywhere streaming platforms are available. You're only going to see this on Two Raw for TV because the revolution will not be televised. Yeah. So you go into 44 or no 43 right now. Yeah, you get that other video we've gone in.
Here to tell you why absolutely nothing happened from October 5th to October 14th, 1582. The days simply did not take place.
The calendar you're used to hasn't been around forever. For example, people in 5 BCE weren't standing around wondering, who's this Christ bloke we're all counting down towards?
Going on here. Just 48 days before Charlie Kirk was shot dead, his so-called killer, Benjamin Netanyahu, soaked up 10 minutes of standing ovation from Congress. There's hard proof that Israel took him out. 48 hours before his execution, Kirk was set to expose it all. This is what Charlie Kirk said about his small hat donors.
Charlie writes, Jewish donors play into all of the stereotypes. I cannot and will not be bullied like this.
Just 48 hours after this ominous text message, this happened.
Great.
America is cooked. No matter what you think about Charlie Kirk and his message, the fact that foreign nationals are now given the green light to murder influencers that they feel messages are dangerous to them is unprecedented. And
America is cooked. America is cooked, y'all. 48 days before Charlie Kirk was murdered, Benjamin Netanyahu, his killer, got a standing ovation at the Congress. Why would Congress give a killer, serial killer, a standing ovation? And then 48 days later, Charlie Kirk said the small hats would kill him, and pow, it happened. It happened. Blood splattered everywhere. Now, whether you want to agree with Charlie's message or not, there was more rhetoric and racism than anything. It sets a dangerous precedent that foreign countries are in here openly killing people for words. If you're an influencer, this is the time for you to stand on your words and stand for nothing. And if you're a real person that's saying some really real stuff and making some really radical moves, you need to come all over to Two Raw for TV. We need you. Two Raw for TV wants you. Because this is the time. This is your time. You know, so you see what's happening. You see how they're not playing with these Instagram influencers. It's time to come to Two Raw for TV. The revolution will not be televised. So we're here with Supreme. He is the creator of technology. You guys call him 470-572-7678. We're going in tonight with Supreme. And so we're talking about that. We saw the Gregorian calendar and how Pope Gregory made it as a weapon against indigenous people. He erased the lunar and solar cycle and all of that. Now, I love your day, 36 hours in a day. You know what I could do in 36 hours? That's what I need. I'm telling you, because I run out of days so many days. I run out of days. That's why I just tell people these days, my days are not your days. Because I really am already on the 36-hour calendar. I'm really on that 36-hour day. That 36-hour day, that's me all day, all 36 hours. You know what I'm saying? So, what expanding the day like that? What inspired you to do that? Was it any of the other calendars that were out, or how did you come up with the 36-hour day?
It was my gift. I was born with it. It was something that I was born with. You know, I always remember this: talented and gifted is two different things. Talented people eat off gifted people's plates. They always have a talent show, never a gifted show. They always want you to be somebody you ain't. So all talented people are master mimickers and master imitators. So you got to know the difference of talented and gifted. I was born with the gift naturally. Even when people didn't believe in, when they thought I was crazy. But when I put everything together, put the pieces to the puzzle, and it's like, whoa, it does make a lot of sense. But the thing is, this is my invention. So but actually it's my gift. Let me gift from the Most High. So by him blessing me, and I had to go through all these stages, I had to go through everything that was trying to tear me down, and I still stand on my 10 toes, stand tall. You know what I mean? So I didn't let it stop me. It was like one of my children. I couldn't, I look at technology like one of my kids. Had to take care of it and protect it.
No doubt. Yes. Yes. Hands off all of our Black creators, all of our Black inventors, our Black scientists. Shout out to Nature Jab. He just had an event out here in Atlanta recently. The brother made gasoline fuel out of
Oh
plastic.
yeah, I just read on
Amazing.
that. Plastic. I
Yep.
just read
So
on
he's changing the whole landscape of things, man. And big time shout out to him. We definitely got to chop it up next time you get to Atlanta, Nature Jab. But yeah, so we're talking about this 13th month calendar, 36-hour days. I could deal with all of that. I could deal with all that. I need more. I need more days. I need more time.
This app, I built this app is for us. You know what I mean? It's just I wanted to get all my coaches' attention with this. So you change time to get everybody attention. Because that's one of the biggest things on earth to do, is just to tap in time and change it. And that's what I did, and I got everybody's attention. So it's my goal, like I said, I want to, teach my people how to get this reparation together. We don't need them. We need us. You know what I mean? Just like FUBU, for us, by us. And that's what it's supposed to be. Get back what they took from us. You know what I mean? So by us changing the time, it's our time now. You know what I mean? If you look at the seconds, minutes, and hours, right, of the traditional time that we go by now, it's 86,400 seconds, what makes 1,440 minutes, what makes 24 hours a day. That's what we go by, the traditional time. In my advanced time, you have 291,600 seconds, what makes 1,620 minutes, what makes 36 hours in my new time, in my new day. So what you have is called Cauchy inequality. Cauchy inequality means you correspond with your sum. If you multiply 9 with anything, it goes right back to 9. That's why Robert Harris used to say, we don't die, we multiply. That was a key factor. If you didn't catch that. But what I had done, you got Cauchy inequality. You got 3, 6, 9, 12. 12 plus 12 is 24. 2 plus 4 equals 6. That's 6 ether time. That's Caucasian time where we live in. That's why we never on time. In my time, the new time, you got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. 18 plus 18 is 36. 3 plus 6 equals 9. That's 9 ether. That's Black people time. They the yin, we the yang. They live in who we really are, and their time is up.
The time is up. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
This is the real time of their time is up. And God don't, like I say, the Most High don't make no mistakes. God is a patient God. He's a sacred God. He's not a secret God. Only humans and women deal with secrets. God deal with sacrecy. That's a difference.
We were just talking about that. You know what I'm saying? The difference between secret and sacred. And secret is more or less like the devolvement of sacred.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. You got
that's why they got
Jesus,
secret
Allah,
society.
Buddha. Right. You got Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Confucius. Those deals with the secrecy. God deals with sacrecy. It's a difference. All religion is based the same, but God is everything.
Mm-hmm. I
One
definitely
thing,
feel that. You guys calling? Go ahead. Go ahead.
it's a caller.
What's that?
Somebody calling in.
But yeah, you guys call in 470-572-7678. We're going in with Supreme, and this is Too Raw for TV. Let me do this. I want to play the next video, and then we're going to go in. We're talking about our time. How
the food business is
back
color
started
only
off.
cafe.
And you have
Absolutely.
expertise in the area of healthy eating.
Yeah, absolutely. Alternative eating, colorful eating, you know, which I tell people all the time. The name of my business is, the food business is Colored Only Cafe. And
Colored Only Cafe.
because it's not about who we serve, it's what we serve.
Yes, I can't wait till that comes on Too Raw for TV. That is Color Me Raw with Courtney Omega Doss and Bus Doss. A powerful couple. They are the founders of P4R Plantation for Reparations. So you guys definitely go to that Plantation for Reparations and check out the new Color Me Raw podcast that's coming on Too Raw for TV .tv. You guys get the app right now. We're here with Supreme, the creator of Technology. Now, where did you come up with that name, that term? That's a powerful term, and it also deals with the number
I
10.
always
Where did it come from?
it's very ancient, and technology, in my definition, means perfect. It means perfect for our culture. That's what technology means. Perfect.
Wow.
And
So that's what you're doing. You're giving it perfection.
yeah,